Welcome to Ready, Set, Go, and thank you for joining me. My name is Linda Freeman Walker. Today is our debut podcast. I am so excited to discuss with you issues and topics that are of interest and concern to the special education space. Each month, I will present to you the hottest topics, issues, and the latest national policies and information. Quarterly, I will introduce a special education champion or two to share their insights and expertise working with and for our exceptional children. Ready, set, special education teachers, let's go. Today's podcast will discuss inclusive education through the lens of co-teaching methodologies and its impact on student success. Approximately 66% of students with disabilities spend most of their days in a general education classroom. With an increase in students being identified as exceptional children, the need for special education teachers is on the rise. However, many positions go unfulfilled due to the shortage in those trained within the field of special ed. Co-teaching, albeit not a new trend in the special education field, is an emerging instructional framework. Today's idea of co-teaching takes its lead from IDEA by seeking to provide the least restrictive environment to students identified as exceptional students within the 13 categories of special education. There are 6 nationally recognized co-teaching methods. They include one teacher, one observer, one teacher, one assistant, parallel teaching, station teaching, alternative teaching, and team teaching. For those who are watching or listening to this podcast and who in fact do co-teach, briefly in the comments, share your teaching method. Historically, co-teaching stemmed from a teacher shortage that occurred in the 1960s. Later, with the passage of the No Child Left Behind Act, this shined a light on co-teaching as a means to bring about equity within the educational system by mandating that all students have access to general curriculum. IDEA shined a beacon of light on co-teaching as a new way to educate exceptional children in the least restrictive environment. The idea was that there would be 2 highly qualified professionals in one classroom providing exceptional students with their unique learning plans, accommodations, and opportunities for timely modifications taking place in the least restrictive environment, a foundational building block of IDEA. What is co-teaching, what it is, and what it usually stems from. Co-teaching is designed to be designed instruction to support students with disabilities, but more often than not, what it is special education teacher circling the room while the general education teacher instructs. Would you agree? Why or why not? Put your information in the comments section. We as special education teachers would be remiss if we did not include the most important component, family participation and engagement. And communication is essential. All communication must be sent to parents from both co-teachers. This information should be shared by email or whatever is best for the parent. Information should also be transferred from one teacher to the other so that everyone is on the same page and so that teachers are seen when they're co-teaching as one united front. Co-teachers work in tandem with one another, and they should be. They should make time for one another, and I know that this may be difficult. However, there are several apps that can make communication a lot easier and instantaneous, allowing for feedback and sharing of ideas. And during meetings, be prepared to discuss topics and issues that may arise and bring ideas and solutions, because time is valuable. Be specific and targeted with your communication when working with your co-teachers and colleagues. The philosophical aspect of co-teaching includes equity, equality, and inclusion between the learners and the deliverers of educational materials. Collaboration and shared responsibility is also important in a co-teaching educational setting. And inclusive practices and diverse perspectives in teaching, as well as sharing of one's expertise. The benefits of students who are a part of a co-teaching environment are that students can gain information from various points of view, instantaneous feedback and modifications within the co-teaching courses, Students are able to learn and engage with their peers when learning takes place within the least restrictive environment. And inclusive learning is beneficial for all learners. Co-teaching also allows learning to transpire among student populations by incorporating peer-to-peer interaction, developing leadership and advocacy skills, and expanding inclusivity within the student population. Co-teaching also allows instructors an opportunity to collaborate and share information and ideas and not teach in isolation. Oftentimes, co-teaching also affords opportunities for mentorship. Please continue to share in the comments. What are some of the things you think students can benefit from co-teaching? And what are also some of the disadvantages that you see? Please be sure to share those in the comments. As we wrap up today's podcast, I'd like to share with you some ways that co-teachers can become more involved, and those who may be thinking about co-teaching, what they can do. First of all, advocate for students' needs. If you see that the need for co-teaching is important in your school district or school, do so. Advocate within your school, locally, statewide, and nationally. Join professional organizations and stay abreast of current issues like this podcast. Come on back, as well as advocacy and professional training opportunities. National organizations such as NASET, the National Organization for Special Education Teachers, as well as the Council for Exceptional Children. Join organizations within your school district, district-wide organizations, as well as local and professional opportunities are important and necessary. I want to thank you for joining this first debut podcast of Ready, Set, Go, and I welcome you back on the fourth Thursday of every month. Thank you.